Good morning, Borida. It is I, Farmer Ben, back once again, block rocking beat, etc., etc. Here we are, here's my base. It is much like any other base because I hired the wrong architect and he'd actually done loads of other bases without me realising, so it's not as bespoke as I'd like to think it was. The little wavy men are still wandering around. The Path of Valor is finished for me, so I don't need to do any other things on it. Which is quite nice. Elemental Team Up Titans is a really easy one. Yep, so there we are. So I'm not doing this Path of Valor anymore, and everything else is ticking over. My Hero Academy is getting towards, I think it's level 4. Yeah, level 4. Obviously, I'm not going to spend 675 gems to get it ready now. And yes, that's it, really. Everything's sort of ticking over. I've got a lot of heroes that need emblems, and the trouble is the emblems need the iron, and I need the iron for the Hero Academy, so it's a kind of catch-22 there at the minute. I am short of iron. I could do more farming, I guess, but I'm trying to work my way through Season 3 on hard mode. So there's Season 3 on hard mode. So I've got, so when it continues in 3 days, 22 hours, I might have completed hard mode up to that point. Let me know if you'd like a video on any of the Season 3 hard mode ones, because I haven't actually done one of them, I don't think, which might make some kind of sense. Emblems wise, I've got tons piling up because, as I say, I haven't been using the iron. The iron's going straight into my building, so they're all piling up. Food is generally more abundant, but and every once in a while I'll do a blitz on leveling up heroes. The main thing I was thinking of was, let's see, how many, 748 Valhalla coins. So I'm getting close to that point where I'm going to try and do a 10 summons, and obviously I'll do a video of that. And I'll be trying that technique I tried before, but I might, what I'll probably do is an intro video, and then just film just delete all the ones where nothing happens, and nothing goes quite to plan, and I don't, because I'm sure sitting there and watching lots of 1-star summons isn't too gripping. Anyway, there we go. So let's not dwell on all of that. The main reason we're here today is to choose a raid team for the 3-star raid tournament. Now, if you follow my videos, you'll know, obviously, firstly, I'm a free player, and secondly, I sort of love the 3-star raid tournaments. They're one of the areas where I can punch above my weight, so to speak. Now, this one's going to be a really tough one to choose. So it's a rush attack. It means all the heroes have the same mana speed, which then means that a lot of your snipers are not as good value as they would normally be. They're perhaps better on attack. They still have value on attack, because sometimes you do want to knock off one particular hero. But on your defense team, I wouldn't necessarily take them. What I mean, I'm going to explain that differently. Yeah, so like Bane, on my defense team, his special skill might go off. He might hit a hero who's got full health, and then a healer will just undo all his damage anyway. If I'm attacking, I can pick and choose a target, so I can choose somebody who's like down to half health, and hopefully Bane would kill him. So snipers can still be useful on attack, but I would probably not rush to have too many on my defense team. Now, I've been umming and ahhing about this. Now, my 3-star range, I'm fairly blessed. I do have most of them. I mean, the vanilla ones, I've had them all. I haven't still got them all because some of them got eaten. And 1 or 2 of the ones that have got eaten are actually quite good for rush attack, like Jahangir, who is a hero I have no particular time for, is quite useful on rush attack. Muggy is quite useful on rush attack. Now, I've been umming and ahhing about who to deploy. I'm going to go for... Now, I've been thinking about this. Now, it's a bit risky having 2 reds, but I'm going to mitigate that by having a blue tank. Now, Ulmer is a good hero. His mana is slow, but he does a good, reasonable amount of damage to everyone, but also the defense down thing is really good from Ulmer. Yeah, so Ulmer could go in there. Other options, I could go with Brienne. Personally, I would probably prefer Costume Brienne for the defense down thing she does. Costume Brienne does minus 41 defense and a minus 4% for every time they are hit. So that is a massive defense down, which makes her very tempting, although she doesn't do any initial damage. That defense down could pay dividends potentially. I might try and just finish off Hawkmoon's talent grid there as well. I know I've said in the past I'm not a big fan of having healers on 3-star tournaments. Probably Rush Attack would be the one area I would say they're an exception. Most healers have got average or slow mana, and having that speed mana boost can actually make them really quite useful. And Hawkmoon does the attack boost as well if you've got costumed Hawkmoon, which is why I prefer her to others. Who else could I go? Pixie's good, but she's average mana. I thought she was fast mana. I think they may have slowed her down. She used to be faster. No, not Pixie. I'm thinking Malia. Sorry. Malia does have fast mana. She is good. She's good. She may go on there. Gilra is good. Shrub Bear let me down badly last time. I thought he'd do me a much better job. Tempted to use him, but don't know for certain. He let me down so badly on the last one, which was, what was that one? Bloody Battle, I think. But then his mana's slow, so if he gets killed too quickly, he possibly not the best choice as a tank. I don't know. And then you're getting down to the sort of lower end of my teams. I mean, Kvasir has been I've been told is fairly good. Spreads a lot of poison. What's his speed? Fast though, already. And the other thing is, I'm not sure about him as a tank. Where else I'd put him? The rest of mine, yeah, as you can see, I'm sort of down. There's a few unleveled ones down the bottom here who I haven't got to yet. Costume Gunnar is, or regular Gunnar or Costume Gunnar. Both of them are quite good. And eventually you do get to the point where you just have to say, right, I'm going to go for it. Now, Brienne. I will go with Costume Brienne. I'm going to... Then again, there's a lot of red attackers. I mean, I could go with Borken as a tank. You see, this is one of the things I really do like about the game, is that you have to spend a little bit of time thinking of who you're going for and what you're going to do. So I am going to go for Borken as a tank. Now, Borken I'm lucky to have. He's one of my favourite 3 stars. Deals 105% damage to all enemies, which is okay, that's not me. Reduces the mana of all enemies by 20%. Now that's really good or can be really helpful on rush attacks, because obviously everybody's mana gets full really quickly. If he goes off, he just knocks them back a turn, and sometimes that can be like all the difference you need. And also, all allies get plus 24 mana generation for 4 turns, which, when the speed is already set at fast, should make them extra deadly, so to speak. If I am going with Brienne, I probably won't go with Ulma as well. Thing is, this is my thing, because I've mainly got slower mana guys. Yeah, he hits. I'm thinking of Malia there, because Malia does do good. Malia is good. Gunnar defensively. Probably if I take Gunnar, I won't take a healer. I'm trying to keep it rainbow. I'm tempted to go with Hawkmoon, but I don't like to have a red tank and another red. It sort of screams stack blues against me. Right, Shrub Bear's going to get a second chance here to not let me down, I think. I'm going to want somebody who can do a bit of hitting, I think. I'd ideally go with like Jahangir, even some of these ones who I got rid of. This job I got rid of a few. I tended to keep snipers. Snipers are my sort of favourites, really. Oh, it's tough. It's a tough decision, this one. A tough call. Tyrone Gunnar. Which can I go with? I'm a bit worried I'm a bit too defensive if I go with Gunnar. So I'm going to go with Ulma. I know Ulma. I'm going for slower mana here, but I'm going to go with Ulma. I know that means I've got 2 people that do a defense down, but that could work, because if one of them's put the defense down, the other one can then hit them with more power. Malia, you want her. Malia, generally speaking, you want on the left because her attack boost, her critical hit chance is very good. Then I got Brienne to put the shields down, Borkin to slow them down and do a bit of damage, Shrub Bear to soak up the damage, in theory. Unless I swap Shrub Bear for a healer, Shrub Bear for Belief, perhaps. And Ulmer for general hitting skills and damage and so on. I'm going to go for that because I could be here forever changing teams otherwise. By all means, let me know what you think. It might be that you've got other ideas. Some of the 3-star heroes that are pretty good for rush attacks are the ones I didn't keep, like Carver and Jahangir, who both suddenly shine on rush attacks because they're really not great on regular because of their slow mana speed. So those guys, I haven't got them because they got fed to other people. I mean, I can probably get them back easily enough, but I haven't been sort of hurrying to do it. There we go. So we're committed now, or at least I'm not totally committed because I could still change it over the next hour, or the next 12 hours or however long I've got. But there we go. That's what I'm going to go for. So the key things, just to sort of reiterate, whenever you're trying to plan your team, it's worth just sort of thinking about what options you've got. If you have a tank of one colour, I would avoid having heroes of the same colour, personally. It invites stacking. That's why I didn't take Hawkmoon as well. That said, I mean, the way around that, I would quite like a healer. The way around that would be to put Ulmer in charge. Yeah, right, I'm going to go for this. I am going to go for Costume Brienne still. I'm going to put Ulmer in there. I'm going to have her flanked by the 2 reds. Then I am going to have no point in Brienne going tucked away on the side, really. I could go with Shrub Bear, but his slow mana's not great on the right on the flank on the wing. Tyrum as a status ailment remover or debuffer, perhaps. I'm going to go with Tyrum. I'm going to go for debuffer Tyrum. Let's go for debuffer Tyrum. There we go. And see how that goes. Right, so I've changed my mind again. Right, so now you'll see that I have got 2 reds. But those 2 reds are either side of the tank that is blue. So to go strong against the tank, you would go with greens, but then they are weak against the 2 reds either side of them. That's a fairly common tactic, you'll see. Malia as a booster, Tyrum as a sort of one-purpose hitter, but also a debuffer, which could come in handy, hopefully, to sort of slow people down and things like that. So there we go. Fingers crossed it will all come together. Who knows? Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think, who you would go with. If you've got any questions, as ever, just pop them on the YouTube channel. It remains for me to say, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and all those kind of things. May death come swiftly to your enemies, and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.